I remember when I was getting my first company started, my wife called me the ghost of dirty dishes because I'd be up before she was out of bed and I wouldn't get home until she was in bed and I'd raid whatever was in the fridge. And we didn't have a dishwasher at the time because we were living in like the cheapest apartment we could find.
Yeah.
It was like 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock when I'd be getting home and I would just leave the dishes in the sink and go sleep for a couple hours and then repeat. And I did that 6 days a week. And so I was the ghost of dirty dishes. It sounds like that experience might resonate a little bit.
Very similar. And some of it was quite chaotic too, because like one of the clients came from another company that still had all paper files. They gave me, I went to their office and picked up bankers boxes full of paper and then had to go through that manually to find all the leases and applications and everything. We spent days just scanning leases. Because we do all digital files. I hate paper. So we spent days and days just scanning leases and filing them in our digital files. It was kind of a wire. And then they were transferring to us from 3 different property management companies, but a couple of them had changed companies multiple times over the last several years. So on top of that, we also had like one tenant would have 2 or 3 different leases from 2 or 3 different companies. So we had to figure out, okay, where's the security deposit? Was there a move-in checklist? Every time things transfer, there's a little bit of loss, potentially. So I was like, now we have tenants that have been in this house for 7 or 8 years that who knows, we may not even have the original application anymore, right? Yeah. So I don't even have their social security number, for example, if we need to do collections or something in the future. So it was just a mountain of work that had to go through, and then each one of them had to be unique in the approach because what we were given was different. So it was I like the ghost of dirty dishes thing. I've never heard something like that before, but it was probably very similar because I'd come, I dropped my kids off at school at 8 o'clock in the morning. And then I would come straight to the office. I'm usually here by 8:15. Now I'm home by 5:15, right? But back then, I may not be going home till 10 o'clock at night. There was full days where the only interaction I had with my kids was dropping them off at school, which very disappointing for me. But we also knew we had to get through that phase of our life. We would be set up with what we want to accomplish, and then I could go back to having a more normal, 9 to 5, which is never really the case in property management, but it can be closer.
It's never really the case when you own your own show. But there are other benefits to kind of outweigh the ups and downs and the chaos that can ensue from time to time.